Good morning. Let's get this party started today. Time to flip the sign so everybody knows we're open. And the mini keys on the key ring here. Come on in. All our goodies here. All right. And the lights are way back here in the back, so that way you get a good walk in first thing in the morning. All right. Get the fryers turned on first thing, that way they'll be good and warm by the time people come in here. So, oh, let's get the bathroom light turned on here. All right. And this one's in a weird spot, so I've got my stick here. And that works like a charm. All right, we're opened up. I already got it made up, just gotta put the water in there. Now it'll be smelling real good in here.
Tables, because otherwise you're gonna.
Okay, and those rocking chairs can come out here.
Beautiful.
You
Done.
can bring them here, bring the table out here, that door I'll move, and then we'll set the table up, we'll set the hot thing up. We're good. Okay.
Can I bring some pots of flowers?
Sure. Yeah, oh, look at it. Mimi and I worked until 9 o'clock last night.
Yes, we did.
Mimi made a bunch of pies, and I did little piddly stuff.
Yeah.
And then I went home and mowed part of my yard, and
Yes, she did.
then finally made it home at 11 o'clock last night, and went to bed at 2.
Just because we want all you guys to have an amazing time tomorrow.
Yes, we're excited, full of energy. I said, Lord, strengthen me today. And I have abundant energy. So, okay, you got it?
Got
it.
it.
Concentrate on that port
Okay.
and this port, and I'll go direct Megan. We'll put the table out there, and we'll get that all set up. We can bring
Sounds
the cooler
fabulous.
outside tonight. Nobody will bother that.
Okay.
Say hi. Say, this is Cohen. Can you say hi to everybody, Cohen? Look at there, grinning. This is the youngest grandbaby, and they came to visit us today. So, Jamie thought she'd hold him for a little bit. You guys stayed at Mom's, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, we went for the hike. I seen that, and as you come up, I was like, I'm so jealous. I want to be on a hike with them. But anyway.
Well, we ate a good breakfast at your mom's place, and we had to walk. And I said to her, well, we're not going to be able to have that bologna sandwich because we're so full from breakfast. And she said, walk that trail, and you'll be able to eat the bologna sandwich. I'm
There you
like,
go.
Good idea. So we did it. We went to the bridge and turned around. I think we're good now.
It's 2 miles, so that should make you feel good.
Yeah.
It always makes me, when I go down there and back up, I think, 2 miles, I've done good. All right.
Tell him what time it is.
It's Pepsi time.
You got
When he
Pepsi?
was little bitty, I'd come in there and I'd say, it's Pepsi time.
Yeah.
And he got to where he'd say, is it Pepsi time?
Was Pepsi your favorite drink?
Yeah, I like Coke too.
So let me ask you something. How many miles per hour does that lawnmower go? I ain't never seen nobody mow so fast in my life.
I don't know, it'll fly.
It will, won't it?
And I switched when I did over by the campers to the other mower because it's got a mulching kit and it won't hardly, it'll throw something, but it knocks it down.
Yeah.
It won't throw it like that other.
Well, you was kicking some grass out there, wasn't you?
Yeah. Getting it.
Well, I see your shirt there. I came, I saw, I kicked some grass.
Yeah.
You did. I got it on the drone. I filmed you with my
I know one time I was going there and I couldn't find it, but I seen the shadow on the ground, and I kind of looked up, but I couldn't find it, so I quit looking. What we go there, feed the cows?
Feed the cows.
One day she had them here, and I took them right on the tractor, and they wanted to go on to the farm. And I shouldn't tell this probably, but anyway, so I took them to the farm in the tractor. Of course, I had to bring them back in the car, but we didn't have no car seat for him. So after we got back, we drove really slow, buckled them up, drove really slow. We got home and called their mom and said, we're not asking for permission, we're asking for forgiveness.
Did you get to go on Andrew's tractor for a big long ride?
Yeah, we went all the way back to farm, didn't we?
That's fun, wasn't it? So what is that, a double bologna sandwich?
No.
It's called spoiled bologna sandwich.
You want me to really show you what it is? It's the scraps off the ends, so they give them to me. You know, when they cut the little corners, they split them up and they give them to me.
Katie, I would like to know what's going on here with Andrew's sandwich. And he said, listen to what he just said.
Nice things, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of bologna, but it's the ends,
He
so
said,
they
no,
cut
no,
them
no,
up
no,
into
no, no.
pieces.
He said,
I
you
said
know
the
what
scrap.
they're doing? They're giving me the scraps.
On the ends.
Wow. We just want you to be full
You want me to prove it? You see the end on it there? That's the bottom. Over here it's got 2 pieces. See that right there? Big chunk.
What's he want? Filet mignon or something?
It's because it don't make a pretty one for everybody else, but they give it to me.
They give it to you because you'll eat it, right?
I don't care.
Mix them right up. She's going to thin slice the next time.
What about all the times we spoil you? Where does that rank?
I'm not complaining. I was just telling that he asked what about the bologna?
Don't make me
How
go
many
over the
pieces?
counter.
The scraps.
I was just noticing his bologna sandwich looked a little different there. It had, it looked like a double piece of bologna or something.
It's the ends and they cut them so they'll fit.
Why don't you put flowers that come out every instead?
I just put the hot sauce because they were easy. See, they come like that.
See, that's beautiful. I looked at that. I want to do that at my house.
Well, see, those will come up right there. They should come out of there.
So then we don't want to disturb it.
Probably not.
I have some really cute fake silky plants that flowers. They're all flowers. I can just come and fluff them up and.
She's gonna fluff them up, make them look pretty for tomorrow. Yes, let's do
How
that.
about do that?
And then as those come out.
Yeah. That way you can
Okay.
just pull them out. That's what I do with my winter. My backyard looks as good as my front yard because I just put all my fake flowers out in the winter because I like flowers. And I take them all out, and in summer all my regular ones come up.
That's what I did. So we'll move the wood over here,
Okay.
2 chairs, that silver thing, and then I'm gonna go put him up. Let's introduce these. Come on, blow your way. It's all right. It's a good thing you brought them bowls back. Yeah. Get away from that. Come on. Get on inside. You're forgiven. Look at that. You wanted to film me while I did. All right. You coming? That's how we sweep around here. All right. Want me to do something? Hi, guys. Get all those leaves on there. You want to try it? Good. Heavy. I don't know about all that. Hold it with you? Okay, push it. Yep, that's
Just throw them out there for me, and then we'll stand them up. Okay? Can you do
Way
that?
out there?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the yard or out there?
I'll put them down here
You
for
go get down there, and we're gonna hand them to you.
Where do you want me to take them?
Help you?
I'll show you. Hi guys, how are you all today? Good.
We had to come back. Bring my mother-in-law.
I came from Vermont for this.
Oh my goodness, from Vermont. Well, John's here filming today.
Yeah, what's on them?
Watch. Did you check for spiders?
Yeah? Yeah, that one looks good. You're good. Okay, let's get it put down. We don't have a good little helper.
So where y'all from?
Vermont.
Vermont? Yeah.
Yep.
That's a pretty good little.
She came to visit. We live in La Follette.
You live where?
La Follette.
We live
La
here
Fo-
now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know La Follette pretty good.
You had a store there.
Yeah, I've lived there most all my life, I guess. So,
Never heard of it until he was here.
yeah, well,
Well, you heard of Jacksboro.
Well, yes, because I bought motorcycle trailers from Jacksboro.
oh yeah, they make them down there, right?
Yeah.
So you got a motorcycle?
I do.
Yeah. What you got?
2004 red Honda Trike.
Ah, you ride it by yourself?
Yes.
Or you go on many trips?
No, I don't trip much anymore. My husband went away in 17, so now I just kind of local.
Yeah. Well, that's neat that you do
And
that.
the traffic is so crazy.
You've said many a time, these places are going away. I mean, we don't have them anymore. And to have places like this still, they're just great. And I like going to places like this. It almost reminds me of an old store we used to have in
We kind of
back home.
figured she'd like it too because it's an older building, older store. It's got a lot of history. All right. Good job, boys.
I'm gonna get the last one.
You have any more brown ones? No? Okay. Perfect. Awesome.
Not only do I use a blower, I actually mow my yard with a 0-turn mower. And sometimes I weed eat, but most of the time anymore I don't. I guess, Andrew, we could put it, I was gonna put it right there, but I guess we could put it right there and I just keep clicking. Yeah,
You gonna screw it through the wood?
yeah, just screw it through there out here.
We need a drill a hole so it don't split it.
We don't matter. Just,
Well, if we run a screw in that dry that wood, it might split.
well, or we could even use a nail. Could you hammer a nail?
Yeah, if it don't split. Let me see. I'll get the
Let's
gas.
hang it right there, and then I'll just keep collecting signs. Hi, everybody. Today I wanted to introduce you to my daughter Kelly, and then my grandson, the oldest grandson, Cooper, and then there's Clayton right here. Clayton, can you wave? Tell everybody hi. And then this is the youngest one, Cohen, the newest one, Cohen. So we were going to tell you, Kelly was raised in the store. When my dad was alive, I helped my dad. And Kelly was just a baby. So I can remember bringing her in here as a baby, and I would have her on my hip, and I would write orders and do things. If I was making sandwiches, I would put her in her little cradle or whatever. And then she grew up as a toddler in here. And I was telling a story a few minutes ago about the oil well guys used to come here, Bill Reynolds and Ernie J. Hay, and Ernie lives right down the road with his wife. And one day they were in here and they decided they wanted to take her with them. And I thought they were joking. And about 30 minutes later, I told Dad, I said, they have actually not brought her back. So I drove out the road and drove into the oil where they were working, and all the guys were working, and there Kelly was with her cute little dress, and they had tied these safety ribbons on her so they wouldn't lose her. So I don't remember what I said, but it was probably pretty stern. And but anyway, they would come in here and they would hold her while I made their sandwiches and feed her raw onions, and so she would run around and get all dirty, and we would clean her up. And anyway, so it was good memories, her being raised here, I think. So
Tell us a little bit about what you remember growing up here, Kelly.
Well, I think my first memories, I was bigger, and I remember walking from my grandma's house at Gray Gables. There still is a gravel pathway, and I would say, "Grandma, I'm gonna go see Grandpa." So I would leave and walk on the gravel path and come over here to see him, and he would make me a turkey sandwich, and I always got a glass bottled Sprite, and sometimes he'd let me get a piece of candy. And we would sit in the store in the rockers or sit on the porch a lot. A lot of my memories are of sitting on the porch with my grandpa here at the store and also at Greg Abel's. And I played specifically in the post office. I remember all the old boxes. I would pretend I was putting mail in them. And then there was a playhouse in the back behind the store. It was grown up then, but I would still come out here and play. And the original furniture was in it, and we'd always go out there and pretend, me and my brother Wesley, some. And then I remember a lot of truck drivers coming here because at that time the bypass hadn't been built yet, so this was the main road that came through. So I remember a lot of truck drivers stopping here and coming in to get lunch. Let's see. And then there used to be these posts out in front of the store, and I can remember riding horses to the store and tying them up on there, but they're not there anymore, but I remember that too.
Yeah. The playhouse that she's talking about, my grandparents built for my sister and I, and it was called the Pretender. And it was the neatest little, it had a refrigerator in it, and a stove, and a little couch. And actually, I saved the furniture. There's a piece of furniture in there in the office, and there's a window in there in the office. So.
And wasn't there a little porch swing on it?
There was a little porch swing. We could probably find some pictures of it, but it was really, really neat.
My earliest memories, really, I can just remember Grandpa being in here. Probably when my mom helped out a lot. I was too young to remember because I was a baby and a toddler, but most of my memories were of just Grandpa in the store because I was older at that point, and I think Mom was helping at Greg Gables and stuff too. But he would actually carry household items and groceries at that time too. I remember under the shelf in front of where you pay now, he would have toilet paper, paper towels, dish soap, and he would actually have groceries behind the counter and probably some in the coolers as well.
That was before Walmart came. Mm-hmm. Walmart came to Jamestown and Oneida. I don't know which is first, but people would still stop by here and need those things. So.
Yeah, I remember a lot of people coming in to buy the necessities like that.
And we were talking about he didn't serve anything hot. He just served cold stuff.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I have a sign up there. I think it's faded, but and I don't know if it's blown in your hand, but one of the sandwiches was $1.40.
And he had chips, and he did have glass bottled drinks and things like that. Oh, and when I grew up here, we were still having to use the outhouse, and I did not like going out there. I was afraid there were spiders in it, and it was weedy to get back there. And then he had firewood stacked up all on the side. He didn't know if there was a steak back there or not, and so I did not like going to the outhouse. But that's how it was, because there wasn't a bathroom in the store until after my mom reopened it in 2014. So up until that point, you had to go use the outhouse.
My favorite thing to do here is I like to ride the horse and play on the little playground back there. And also I like to help Grammy with the store, and I like to take orders.
Mm-hmm. Now, and Cooper's made pies with me before, right? Mm-hmm. You like making pies?
Mm-hmm.
You've made a lot of fried pies, haven't you?
And I like going on the tractor with Andrew and going to the farm. So first we've had 2 horses, bull, and then we had 2 steers, and we've had turkeys, and we have baby turkey eggs, and
we had pigs also.
Oh yeah.
So what do we raise the cows and the pigs for?
Meat.
Yeah, so we raised our own animals for kind of a self-sustaining hobby farm, I guess you could say. So we have our own meat we have processed, and the boys all play a part in that too. Like, they've helped us feed them and raise them, haven't we? Yeah.
You boys like farming?
Yeah.
And we grow a garden every year. We grow a big garden. Sometimes we have enough to sell, but mostly we try to preserve and can everything that we grow. And the boys help pick beans and corn, and they help plant the garden. So we're just trying to teach them just the ways of being self-sufficient and raising your own things, you know, so they know how to do that.
And yesterday we grew some cabbage, and we got strawberries and celery, squash, and maybe corn and beans and potatoes.
What's your favorite vegetable that we grow?
Corn.
Corn. What's your favorite vegetable?
Cabbage.
Cabbages? My boys, they really do love vegetables.
I'll eat vegetables every day.
And I'm a stay-at-home mom. I didn't mention that. And so I have 3 boys. Cooper is 7, and Clayton is 4, and Cohen is 3 months old. And I'm very happy being a stay-at-home mom. It's not something that I thought I would do before I had kids, but once I did have kids, I knew that's what God wanted me to do. So, and my husband, he works and provides, and we've always had everything that we need just with one income, so.
I had to mention it to you there.
Well, I did notice. So Mike is actually shaved, cleaned up for
Partially.
tomorrow. Partial.
Yeah.
I was noticing the mustache.
Well, you don't. I'm phasing out the winter growth because, you know, you don't do it all at once. So you start out gradually. So, people still recognize you because if you have a full beard, then you say, "Oh, I've noticed you went down a little bit too on your. You've kind of cut back on the weather determines
So
how much facial hair."
explain this to us again. Say that again about you kind of do it in phases, like from your winter growth to your summer, but it's a stage.
Yeah, systems approach.
Systems approach.
You have the beard system, so yeah, you don't take it all out at once. Sometimes I went to a goatee, from a full beard to goatee, and then to a mustache, and then I'd say a couple weeks this mustache will be gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's phasing out. Well, anyway, the point is he looks very nice for tomorrow as he greets the cars.
You find your dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, we got the car thing tomorrow. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
sort of
So
car parker.
can you help Andrew here?
Absolutely.
We'd like to get that in. If you do anything,
You want to get me working?
yeah, that'd be good.
Well, I haven't lifted a finger to help.
He hasn't lifted a finger today.
Willie Matthews, he needs to invest in a modern technology hammer.
You don't have another hammer.
What I need one for?
Well, I mean, if I want to help, I guess you might help who's watching it.
Well, what I need you to help me do is hold it up there. So we run a screw through there.
Or you turn it.
I don't know.
Oh, tell me you got a hammer like you mean it. You heard that?
Yeah. Well,
Is that
this
that's
hole,
asymmetrical
this
to the
hole,
pattern there, ain't it?
this hole, and that hole ought to be closed.
What's the danger?
You.
Is that all the...
We're coming. Cooper is like, we're leaving it. What time is it? Oh, we're leaving it.
If you hit your thumb, you better fence that place.
He'll have to
Do we like
sense
this? Do we want to be over this way or this
Where
way?
do you want it?
I think right there. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. It needs to go up on that side a little bit. Mike,
No, it's
I'm lining it
it's
up with
flat
this.
against this. It's as good as it's going to
But now
get.
this
Oh,
thing
okay.
here is kind of got
do you want to do it? Do you want to do it kind of like a little side goggling?
No.
Mike, we can say Mike and Aunt. Did you see that look right there on that?
Got a lot of
Just
direction
cheese
here. A lot of
with,
Is that where you want it?
Cheese. Just do cheese and I'll put all the fixings. I don't want no bun.
taking
Lettuce,
orders now.
tomato, onion.
Can you turn that
pickle.
off for a second?
I'll edit
He
it
wants
out.
to edit.
I edit a lot out.
Was that a mean look?
That was a threat.
There'll be no bologna sandwiches going in the mailbox for people.
Does that suit you?
That looks good. This is the danger area. We should put we should have a sign. Listen, we should have a sign that says "timeout" and 2 chairs. And then I can say you're going to go to the timeout on the front porch or on the back porch.
What's the danger here?
I don't know.
When it
It's
fell
just a
off the
sign.
wall a minute ago, you'd know if it hit you top of the head.
There's nothing like a girl with some mascara. You gotta have some lipstick. You gotta have some. Cheese. Awesome.
good ones. Let's see, make sure. Alright, y'all look over and make sure.
Make sure, because you know,
Good.
we never know. We
Yes, those are good.
just upload it.
They're
to
good.
it.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm over here in the R.M. Brooks Campground, and I found a couple of gentlemen that's traveled here from West Virginia.
West Virginia.
North Carolina.
In North Carolina, and they're camping out. Just wanted to give us your name.
Randy Wyrick.
Randy.
Woody Chavers.
And Woody, you have your own YouTube channel too, don't you?
Yeah, it's Van Camp and Woody. I show that disabled people can do this out here and camp for free, 14 days at a time, and just enjoy doing this. Come check this place out for the first time.
So you've been doing this for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been doing it 7 years now, living in this minivan.
Full time?
Full time.
How about that?
Yeah.
How'd you two meet?
He's related to my late wife's side of the family.
And,
cousin.
Yeah. So I knowed him, and then we'd lost contact for years, and then got back running around, and so I've known Woody for out venturing.
Yeah, enjoying the end of the traveling days for us. Yeah.
Well, hopefully there'll be quite a few more.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. Life expectancy is 78, so I got another 16 years ago. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the campground here at Brooks's?
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I love the big trees here for the shade. I love the, it's just right here at the store.
Right.
It's a diamond in the rough.
Yeah,
I think.
She has everything that you could possibly need. A bathhouse here. There's hookups on one side, electric and water and sewage. And then on this side where we're at, it's kind of primitive, where it's just a picnic table and a griddle, and so it works out for us. I really don't need anything with my solar up on top of my van.
Okay, I didn't notice that. You got solar up
there. You got 245 watts up there, and
well, how about that? That's all right.
Yeah, so
tell us one more time, how's this listed on YouTube? How you list it, so people might want to find it.
Van Camp and Wood. It's all one word.
Van Camp and Wood. I found you on there.
Yeah.
Show us one of them stickers you got. I like that. They gave me a sticker yesterday, and I'm kind of jealous because I don't have none.
When you do get some, I want one.
Right there.
Van Camp and Woody, so you can see it. You can find him there.
Yeah.
You give reviews on places you stay and all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I guess you'll be doing a review and making one video for here.
Oh yeah, there's some things going on with the car show coming up tomorrow, which that was a big surprise for us to come here. And,
it was.
So a little extra activity, and then they're gonna have live music too. And she's definitely got hooked in on the bologna sandwich. The fried bologna sandwich.
So watching videos about the bologna sandwich.
Yeah. So, and that's how I found it through him. He told me about the Appalachian Channel, and
I stumbled across the channel one day, and I immediately fell in love with this place. And I said, it's on my list. I'm going there, and I even commented that. And so this is my maiden voyage out.
Now, I've seen some people, especially TV shows, it's businesses and people's. Went and seen them and come back and kind of been disappointed from that wasn't like really what they saw.
Oh, I love it.
Right.
I love it. Like here?
No, exactly what you show is what it's like here. And Tiffany is a real sweet young lady, and
she is. All of them are.
All of them are. Good service behind the counter, and everybody's friendly and talk to you.
Yeah, and they just go like worker bees, constant. Always.
I'll be busy tomorrow.
Oh no doubt.
I love the antiques inside too. I hope to get more.
A lot of that stuff's original. If you're back in there tomorrow, check out a little sign out by the door. It's a Gulf sign. Gulf gave Bob Brooks back in 1926 when they become a Gulf dealer. It's been there since 1926.
Wow.
Golly. Wow. Well, I tell you, we're going to be there at 8:30.
Yeah, we will be there for breakfast. Yeah, I've seen the breakfast list. We're definitely going to be there for breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you talking to me. It looks like we might get a little bit of rain tonight.
A little bit. Maybe not. It's
hopefully not much, but the farmers say they need some rain around here right now. They said it's a little dry, so I was talking to one of them today that's local. And so, but, I'm going to get back over here and see if I can get some dinner cooked up.
All right, we didn't have our fill today, so.
Well, John, I think what you're doing is a good thing. I think you're helping people. I think you're helping all these out of the way, forgotten places. Help people realize, that it's a dying thing.
Oh yeah,
You know, they're going away.
Yeah, one by one. It's just so hard for the small stores to compete. Well, you know, it used to be real general stores, but they can't compete as a general store. But as restaurants, they can kind of compete.
Right,
staying open. So a lot of the old-timey general stores, if they don't convert over to food, it's hard for them to make it.
Yes, because you know, even people we talk to here in the campground, they're just like us. They go, yeah, we heard of it, and we drove 500 miles or, you know, and I drove, well, it was over 3 for me. And so, my generation, this is what we seek out. This is what,
we just talked about that.
Yep.
As we get older, we want to find places where there's not a lot of traffic and
Yes,
a lot of stuff going on. I don't like the big city.
Oh, no,
well, you can see rural America still, while traveling the back roads, get off the big road and get back and see places like this. And I try to help the locals when I go through towns, or I'm going to be camping outside of their towns. I try to help them out, you know, and keep them going. And I've not come across a place yet that I wasn't satisfied, and you know, good treatment, friendly people, and you know, it's been a blessing.
Yes, and I would definitely recommend this place to everybody. You know.
Sounds good, guys.
Yep.
You all have a good evening.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Hi guys, I want to introduce Tina and Brian Decker from Kentucky, and they actually have a great ministry called Putting Prayers into Action. I met them a couple years ago. They came to this area recently and was distributing food and diapers and different things in this Appalachian community to help people and spread the love of Jesus. And so I'm going to let you guys talk to them, and they can tell a little bit more about the ministry that they have and what they're doing.
Hey guys, it's Tina and Brian Decker with Putting Prayers to Action. And it's great to be here today at R.M. Brooks store. We actually got to meet John and his wife Jody today. So that was really great. But we've been delivering items to the schools in the area, in the Scott, Morgan, and Fentress area. And it's been an exciting day because God is just on the move, and we just praise him for everything that he has done and people that he's crossed our paths with. But we are actually missionaries in the Appalachian region, and we take care of most all of the schools if they need assistance for their children, because at many of our events the parents can't come out in order to get the items for their children. So whenever we go to the school, each student gets a new outfit, the underwear, the socks, new shoes, and personal hygiene, feminine hygiene, and actually a food bag if the families are there to receive it. But we cover several miles throughout the Appalachian region.
I mean, we start, you know, West Virginia, Tennessee, Eastern Kentucky, you know, I mean, Virginia, all in the Appalachian areas where we travel. And I couldn't name all the counties. There's several of them there. But that's where our heart is at, is in the Appalachian area.
And you can, to find out more about us or to even see our videos and to watch us along, you can find us on Facebook at Putting Prayers to Action, or actually go to the website, Putting Prayers to Action, and you can find out where we're going to be. We usually do 3 large trips a year, and that's Easter, back to school, and Christmas. But we also deliver every month throughout the year to all the schools, and that way they are getting their back to their weekend meals and their weekend supplies and everything that they need in order to have food at home. So
thank you guys.
Love you all. God bless.
All right, we got some people here visiting the Brooks store today. Who you got with you here today?
Chris and Byron Cantrell. We're from Lamar County, Alabama, and Brenda Moore and Randall Moore. They're from Vernon, Alabama.
We're neighbors. So you just come up to check out the area?
We did. The store brought us here. We'd been watching your channel.
And thought you'd come check it out.
We did.
And it looks like you found you a souvenir there.
I did. It's made out of spoons. And the lady that sells them, she does it for missionary work.
That's right. We did a video about her. You saw that video?
We saw the video.
Oh, how about that? So what do you think about the store?
Love it. Love the store.
Great. Yeah.
Sometimes when you see something on TV or a video, it's a little different. So that made up to your expectations of coming?
It brings back so many memories of your childhood when we had stores like this, but we don't anymore.
Not many of them left, are they?
No.
So you're going to be here for a few days, I guess, in the area.
Gonna be here 4 days.
4 days. Well, that's great. Going to go down and see the Brushy Mountain Prison?
Yes.
Yep. Well, that's in Morgan County, so that's the same county as right here. So we're kind of doing some tourism promotion for Morgan County. So.
And you have no red lights here, we heard.
Well, and Morgan County's got the whole county's got about 2 or 3 red lights. There is no red lights or stop signs really here in Rugby at all. There's no red lights. You haven't seen any, so I kind of like that.
Yeah, us too.
So I live in a small town, but the traffic backs up terrible, and it just drives me nuts. When I was a kid, there wasn't no traffic, but now it's terrible.
Yeah. We have one caution light, so we like it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna let you get on back to where you're staying tonight, and maybe we'll see y'all on Saturday.
Thank you much. We'll be back.
All right, thanks.
Thanks for watching this episode of R.M. Brooks' Store, and we hope to see you all next time. Bye-bye.
In God's love comes rain.